thankful to you all that week after week, you all continue to come here, take devotee association, take part in the kirtan, aarti, sing, dance, and take home some inspiration to continue the process of bhakti during the weekdays in your homes. Today we are going to talk about a thief. He is not an ordinary thief. He is a thief who was born in jail. And whether you know it or not, he has already stolen something from you. So today, for the next 1 hour, we are going to go through his charge sheet. What are the criminal charges pressed against him? And then we will discuss what should be the apt punishment for him. So before we go to that charge sheet, let's recite the Mangalacharan together. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swakadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagaragnathangidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijanasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sakala Lalita Shri Vishakhavidamscha He Krishna Varuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pascharya Deshadarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna. Our today's topic is Let's Steal from the Divine Thief. So before we talk about the thief or the charge sheet on him, as we said earlier, we are going to see who the victim is. There used to be a gentleman in Vrindavan, Bilvamangal Thakur. So he claims that this thief has stolen extensively from him. Bilvamangal Thakur was born in South India around 9th century in a Brahman family. He was a very rich man, but he was a very lusty man, and regularly he used to visit a prostitute named Chintamani. So he was so attached to Chintamani that once he was in the middle of performing the Shraddha ritual, the Shraddha ceremony, the death ritual for his father. And he was telling the priest that, Panditji, hurry up, I need to go. So as soon as the rituals finished, he rushed to Chintamani's house. He didn't care about the heavy rain outside. Rain was torrential, and he reached to the riverside. Like usual, there were no boats or the boatmen, but he didn't care. He just thought, how will I reach to the other side? And he started swimming. So he was struggling to swim because the waves were very terrible. So he was trying to swim, and there was a dead body floating on the river. So he used that dead body as a float to reach on the other side. Now, Chintamani had thought that today it's raining very heavily, so Bilvamangal might not come. So she had locked the gate and went to sleep. When Bilvamangal reaches there, he sees that the gate is locked, so he thinks that he will jump the fence. So there was a snake hanging from the fence wall, very dramatic, right? So he grabs that snake and uses it as a rope to climb the fence wall. He jumps inside the compound, and Chintamani hears the sound. She comes out and she asks him, how did you come here today? So he describes everything he did for her. And she becomes shocked. She says that you are attached to this body, which is nothing but a bag of bones and blood and flesh and stool. I wish you were this much attached to Vrindavan. So he says, what is in Vrindavan? So she says that you are trying to look for happiness and satisfaction in me, but unless you go to Vrindavan, you will not find the complete and lasting satisfaction and happiness. So Chintamani's words struck her, and he decides that he will leave everything and go to Vrindavan. On the way to Vrindavan, because of his deeply rooted lust, he gets attracted to another woman. When he realizes that his lust has still not left him, he asks the lady to give him her hairpins. So he takes those hairpins and he pierces his eyes, blood starts coming out, and he becomes blind. So the lady gets panicked, and Bilvamangal says that, don't worry, I'm alright. These eyes were my enemy. Now I won't see any women and get disturbed. So eventually he reaches to Vrindavan. He starts living near Brahmakund, and there he is constantly crying. He is repenting for being so lusty in past, and that is his prayashit, that his penance. And he hasn't eaten in many days. So a Brajvasi boy comes to him and asks him, Baba, why are you starving yourself? I have some milk, so have this. And the boy asks so nicely that Bilvamangal takes that milk and then asks him, who are you? So the boy says that, Baba, my name is Gopal, and I live in this village, and my father has a lot of cows. So we'll do like this, every day I will bring some milk for you. You don't worry about your bhojan, you just do your bhajan. So don't worry about your food, and just do your bhakti. So every day he brings milk for Bilvamangal Thakur, And Bilomangal Thakur creates some nice poetry addressed to Krishna, and every time the boy comes, he sings that poetry. That boy listens to the poetry, and once the boy loves it so much that he starts playing his flute. And the sound of his flute was so mesmerizing that Bilomangal Thakur becomes mad. And he wants to embrace that boy. So he extends his hands, but the boy is very cheeky, and he just touches his hand to Bilomangal Thakur. He laughs and he runs away. So by that touch and by the sound of his flute, Bilomangal Thakur knows that this is nobody else but Krishna, my beloved Krishna. So then he creates a very nice poetry, Krishna Karanamrita. So Krishna Karanamrita means, Amrita means nectar. So the nectarious poem that is like nectar to Krishna's ears. So in that poem he writes that, O Krishna, you are running away. You have thrown off my hand, but I will consider you strong if you escape my heart. So, like that, Bilomangal Thakur created so many poetry, Krishna Karanamrita, Govinda Damodar Stotra, Chaurastakam. So today we are going to go through Chaurastakam. And Chaurastakam is like a charge sheet Bilomangal Thakur, as he has enlisted all the crimes Krishna has done and what punishment he desires to give him. So the verses will come on the screen. I will sing, you guys recite, you guys repeat, and then we will talk a little bit about each of the verse. So these verses, there are 8 verses. It is called Chaurastakam. Chaur means 8. So, and Astakam means 8. So Chaurastakam means the 8 verses that enlist the accusations on Krishna, why he is a chor. And these verses portray the essence of bhakti and the stubborn spirit of a bhakta and the unbreakable bond between Bhagwan and bhakta. So let's go to the verse, the first one, Chaurastakam. व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचौरम् व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचौरम् गोपाङ्गनानां चरुकुलचौरम् Bilomangal Thakur says, what is the first accusation on Krishna? Vraje prasiddham navanita choram. So he says that the one who is famous, prasiddha, as Navneet Chora, the stealer, the thief of Navneet. Navneet means butter in Vraja. Then Gopangadanam Chadukula Choram, the one who is famous as the thief of Dukula. Dukula means vastra, clothes. So the thief of clothes of young gopis. Aneka Janmarjita Papa Choram, the one who steals the sins one has incurred for millions of lifetimes. Chauragraganyam Purusham Namami. Bilomangal Thakur does say Namami, that I bow down, but he addresses Krishna as Chauragraganya Purusham. In Sanskrit, Agraganya means topmost, the first. So he is calling Krishna that Krishna, you are the Agraganya Chor, you are the Chor number 1. So that is the bond, that is the love between a devotee and Bhagwan, Bhakt and Bhagwan, that he can even address his Bhagwan as Chor. So let's go through each accusation on Krishna one by one. First one, Burbank Thakur says that Vraje Prasiddham Navanita Choram. So in the ISKCON temples in the morning program, sometimes we sing Vigbhavani Shesha. In that one there is a shloka, Ravanantakara Makadataskara Gopi Jana Vastrahari Prajira Raghala Gopamrindapara Mochita Hari Vamshidhari. So same accusations on Krishna that he is Ravanantakara. As Ram, he brought about the end of the demoniac king Ravan. Makhan Taskara. Taskari means chori. So he is the one who steals butter. Gopi Jana Vastrahari. So same thing. He steals the clothes of gopis. And he is the protector of Brajabhumi. And Chitta Hari Vamshidhari. He plays his flute and he steals everyone's heart. So, why is Krishna called as Navneet Chor? Why does he steal butter? Why doesn't he steal any other things like gold or silver or diamond or other things that we consider precious? Doesn't he have food to eat in his house, or is he a very poor man? Brahma Samhita, Brahmaji created this worship, these prayers. Before he created this creation, he offered some prayers to Krishna. And in that prayer, he says that Chintamani prakara sadma sukalpa vriksha Lakshyaviteshu surabhiradipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra sata sambrama sevyamanam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So Brahmaji says that Krishna, your abode is Chintamani Prakara Sadma Sukalpa Vriksha. Your abode is made up of gems, spiritual gems. And it is full of Kalpa Vriksha, the desire fulfilling trees. And millions of Lakshmis are serving him with affection and reverence. And Lakshmis and Laksha Viteshu Surabhira Vipalayantam. In his abode there are Laksha, there are lakhs and lakhs of cows, Surabhi cows. So is there any shortage of milk or butter or yogurt in his abode? No. And even in Bhulok Vrindavan, his spiritual abode is known as Golok Vrindavan, the abode of cows. So there should be no shortage of milk or yogurt or butter. And even in Bhulok Vrindavan, his father Nand Baba has 900,000 cows. So again, there is no shortage of milk or butter, milk or yogurt or butter. So why does he steal butter then? Butter represents, it has two characteristics. Butter is soft and butter is white. So the elderly gopis, the motherly gopis of Vrindavan, their heart is soft because of their compassion, and their heart is pure. Very white, so very pure. So that's why Krishna is attracted to steal the butter. And the gopis, they pretend to be angry and upset about Krishna's theft, but and they go to Yashoda Maya and complain about this. But the fact is that they want Krishna to steal their butter. The only reason they make butter is that Krishna can come and steal it. So Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he says that Sarvasya Chaham Hridisami Vishnu, that I reside in every jiva's heart as a Paramatma. So he knows the desire of every jiva. So he knows the desire of gopis that they want him to steal the butter, to eat that butter. So that's why he steals it as a reciprocation. And not only he steals that butter, he invites all the monkeys of Vrindavan and he feeds them that butter as well. Second accusation is Gopangananam Chadukula Chora, that Krishna steals the clothes of gopis. Now some Mayavadis, Brahmavadis, Nirakarvadis, they refuse to accept Krishna as Bhagwan. They say, what kind of Bhagwan steals women's clothes? What kind of Bhagwan you are worshipping? This is a very debated and misunderstood pastime of Krishna. But Srimad Bhagavatam says that when this pastime happened, Krishna was 8 years old and gopis were Kumarika. Kumar Avastha means less than 5 years old. So when we have details like this, when we study the scriptures in detail, then we know that this was an incident between two children, an exchange between childhood pastime it was. So if it was lusty, why would the complete celibates, brahmacharis like Shukadeva Goswami, Narad Muni, Parashar Muni, why would they vibrate this pastime through their tongue if it was lusty? And Srimad Bhagavatam describes in 10th canto that in the month of Kartik, the young gopis, they would do a vrat. They would eat the food without salt, and they would go and bathe in the cold water of Yamuna, and they would worship Katyayani Devi, Mother Parvati, and they would pray that they get a husband, they get Krishna as their husband. So again, Krishna being in their heart, he knows their desire, and to reciprocate with that desire, he does something only a husband can do. And so that is one meaning of this pastime. And another meaning is that clothes represent attachment. Gopis were fully surrendered to Krishna, but they had only one attachment left, that was for their clothes. So Krishna takes away that last bit of attachment from them as well. In Chaitanya Leela as well, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visits Sanatana Goswami, Sanatana Goswami says to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that Mahaprabhu, I am surrendered to you, I am fully surrendered to you. Mahaprabhu doesn't say anything, but he keeps looking at the expensive woolen shawl that Sanatana Goswami is wearing. So Sanatana Goswami, being the exalted Vaishnav and pure devotee, he immediately understands and he goes to the bank of Ganga, and there he sees old man sleeping, covering himself with a very old and torn blanket. So he wakes him up and tells him, can you and I swap our blankets? So that old man says, are you making fun of me? Your blanket is so expensive and mine is torn and old and full of holes, very meager. So Sanatana Goswami says, that's why I want it. And then he takes that blanket, goes to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him and said that now you are completely liberated. That blanket was the last bit of material attachment you had, so it had to go. So what is Krishna teaching us by stealing clothes? What do the clothes do?
Decorate.
And they cover our body. So our heart also has a lot of coverings. So clothes represent covering something, hiding something. So in our heart we also have lust, false ego, our falsity, our duplicity, our manipulation. A lot of faith is there in our heart and we try to cover it. So by removing clothes, by giving up clothes, Krishna is trying to teach us that if we want to go to him, we need to go without any coverings. And we need to be completely honest with him, open with him, and then surrender to him. And say, Krishna, however I am yours. Now you protect me. And the same Krishna who is accused of stealing clothes, he is the provider of clothes to Draupadi. The Satsabha, when Dushasan was trying to disrobe Draupadi in front of all the elders and her husbands and gurus and everyone, Draupadi first tries to protect herself. He has one hand holding her sari and one hand she's trying to call out Krishna. But when she feels completely helpless, she throws both her hands in the air and she says, O Govind, O Gopal, O Gopijana Priya. So she reminds Krishna that he is the Gopijana Priya and he is the stealer of clothes of gopis. So Krishna comes in the form of unlimited sari and he protects her honor. So Bhagavatam says that once Draupadi, once Krishna had a cut on his finger, and Draupadi, without as soon as she saw it, without thinking even for a moment, she tears her silk sari and ties it on Krishna's finger. So Krishna doesn't forget even smallest service done to him. So in the reciprocation, he provides Draupadi with unlimited sari. Next accusation, the third one is Anek Janmarjita Papa Choram. So it is said that there are 84 million species of life, and we have been through all those forms, and throughout each of that lifetime we have accumulated, we have done so many limitless sins. So by now on our account we have arjit, we have earned millions and millions of sins. So Bilomangal Thakur says that you are the chore, you are the thief of anek janmarjit paap, the sins one has accumulated for thousands of lifetimes. You steal them. In Brahma Samhita, Brahmaji says, Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. That bhakti for Krishna, it nirdahati, it burns away all the reactions of karma. Karmani nirdahati. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyalila, it comes that Krishna Surya Samahai Maya Andhakar Yaha Krishna Ta Nahi Maya Radhikar. So our heart is full of sins. It is a very dark place, but Krishna is like a sun. And as soon as Krishna comes to steal, then there is no room for any darkness, any of our sins. So he steals our sins like that. And he promises that he will do that in Bhagavad Gita, the most popular verse of Bhagavad Gita, 18.66. Krishna says that Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tmam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. That you abandon all varieties of religion and you come and surrender to me, and I will liberate you from the reactions of all your sins. So Krishna does promise that as well. And he boldly accepts in Bhagavad Gita Vishloka, he is boldly accepting that yes, I will steal your sins. And then Chor Agraganyam Purusham Namami, that Bilomangal Thakur is saying that I bow down to that topmost thief. And it is very interesting that this whole poem is written addressed to Krishna, but there is no word Krishna in the whole poem. Krishna is throughout addressed as Chor Agraganya Purusham. Let's go to the second verse. Shri Radhikaya Hridayasya Choram Krishna's name is Hare. Sarvam Harati iti Hare. The one who Harati, one who steals everything is Hare. And Radharani's name is Hara. The one who Harati, one who steals Hare's heart is Hara. When we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we address Radharani as Hara. So the Krishna who steals everything, everyone's heart, and the Radharani who steals that Krishna's heart, Krishna steals that Radharani's heart as well. So that is Bilvamangal Thakur's poetry. In the Ras Leela, when Krishna manifested as many gopis as there were, and he was playing the Ras dance with them, when he wanted to be alone with Radharani, he stole her. Krishna leaves no option for Radharani. He plays his flute so charmingly that Radharani loses her heart to him. When we go to Vrindavan and when we come back with a t-shirt. What does the t-shirt say? I lost my heart in Vrindavan. So everyone loses their heart in Vrindavan. When they have darshan of Radha Raman and all other Thakurs of Vrindavan, they lose their heart. So no wonder Krishna steals Radharani's heart. And why does he steal Radharani's heart? Because Radharani's heart is full of love for him. So he wants to steal that love-drenched heart. Next possession is Navam Buddha Shyamala Kanti Chauram. So Nava means new, freshly formed. Ambuddha means cloud. Shyamala means Shyam. And Kanti means the complexion. And Choram means the thief. So Navam Buddha Shyamala Kanti Choram means the Krishna who steals the dark complexion of the newly formed cloud. So it is a way of saying, it is a poetic way of saying that Krishna, his complexion is dark. And this Shyamsundar form of Krishna is so mesmerizing that all the devotees who offer prayers to Krishna in Srimad Bhagavatam, some way or other, they always mention the Shyamsundar form and they glorify it. So Krishna has a spiritual form and his beauty is matchless. So Bilvamangal Thakur is glorifying his beauty by saying Navam Buddha Shyamala Kanti Choram. In Brahma Samhita as well, we can take some examples of how Krishna's Shyamsundar form has been glorified by various devotees. So Brahmaji says that Shyamam Tribhangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. That Krishna who is Shyam Varna and who stands as a Tribhangalali in a threefold bending form on the bank of river Yamuna, I bow down to that Adi Purush, that original Purush Krishna. In Brahma Samhita as well, there is a shloka Vedum Kvanantamara Vindadalayataksham Varhavatam Samasikam Buddhasundarangam Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So he says, Brahmaji says that the Krishna who is playing flute, Venu Kvanantam, and his eyes are like Arvind Dalaya Taksham. Arvind means lotus and Dal means petal. So Arvind Dalaya Taksham, whose eyes are like the petal of a lotus. And Barhavatam, whose head is decorated with a peacock feather, Barha. And he is Asida Ambudangam. Again, he has the complexion of a dark cloud. And Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. Kandarpa means Kamdev, Cupid. So Kamdev attracts everyone, but Krishna is the one who attracts millions of Kamdevs. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya. So this Shyamsundar form of Krishna, it should be our meditation. So let's do a little meditation today. Everyone close your eyes. Imagine a 16-year-old boy. He is standing on the bank of river Yamuna. He is standing in a threefold bending form. His complexion is dark, the one he has stolen from the newly formed cloud. He has an enchanting smile on his face, who is stealing your heart. He is expertly playing his flute, and his eyes are like lotus petals, half open. He is wearing the jewelry, the ornaments made with forest flowers of Vrindavan. On his head he has a barha, a more peacock feather. And there is a mysterious smell coming out of his body of the musk and the sandalwood and the camphor. And it is captivating you. And this Krishna, it is captivating you. So this Shyam Sundar form of Krishna, you should activate this vision in your heart. You should lock it in the deepest corners of your heart and keep him locked there. He is a very cheeky boy. He will try to run away, but you don't let him. You keep him locked there, and every morning when you are trying to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When you try to call him, visualize this form and beg for his mercy, and have these and visualize this form, and have a practice of visualizing this form every now and then. And for one last time, just before you leave your body, if you are able to remember the Shyam Sundar form of Krishna, then your life is successful. And I'm not saying this, he himself says this in Bhagavad Gita. He says that, you can open your eyes, everyone is so obedient. He says in Bhagavad Gita that Antakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra sanshaya. That at your Antakal, at the time of leaving your body, if you remember me, then you will come to me, yati nasti atra sanshaya, of this there is no doubt. So he promises that, that you can go to him just by remembering the Shyam Sundar form of Krishna. So when Bilvamangal Thakur says Navam Buddha Shyamala Kanti Choram, that is a very significant, these are very significant words. And what happens when we go to him? He does promise that Antakale Chamameva Smaranukva Kalevaram Vya Prayati Samadbhavam, that you will come to me. So what will happen if we go to him? He, in another place in Bhagavad Gita, he says that Yad Gatvana Nivartante Tad Dhamam Paramam Mama, that if you come to me, then there is no coming back to this material world. So just by remembering the Shyam Sundar form of Krishna, meditating on it again and again, it is that easy that there is no coming back to the material world. Next accusation, next charge on Krishna is Padashritanam cha samasta chora. Now it means that Padashritanam, those who take the shelter of his pada, his lotus feet, he steals their samasta, their everything. So in the previous verse, it said that he steals the sins, but now it says that he steals your everything. So, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami describes a verse. He says that one gopi is telling another gopi that, hey, don't go to the Keshi Ghat of Yamuna. And she says, why? There is a boy there. His name is Govind. And he stands in a threefold bending form. And his complexion is dark. And if you go there and he glances at you, then you lose your everything. He will steal your everything. You will forget your family. You will forget your love. You will forget your friends. You will have no more attachments left. So if you want to enjoy this world, don't go to the Keshi Ghat and look at that Shyam Sundar, that Govind. Next verse. Akinchani Kitya Pradashritam Yam Karoti Bhikshum Padigehinam Kinapyaho Vishna Chorare famous verse of Chaurastika. It says that akinchani kritya. Kinchana means little bit, and akinchan means the one who doesn't even have little bit. So Krishna is akinchani kritya. He will make you akinchan, the one who has nothing. And karoti bhikshum, he will make you a beggar. And pathi geha hinam, the one who doesn't have any path, nowhere to go, no home. So he will turn you into a mad, homeless beggar who doesn't have anything. So if you want to be that, then you take his shelter. Padashritanam cha samasta chodam. So what does that mean, that he makes you a bhikshu? It means that you will move towards sannyas. Now all of us are grihastha, we are householders. So what does sannyas mean to us? So you could have millions of dollars, you could have lots and lots of properties, you could be sitting on the mountain of Lakshmi. But if you have no attachment for it all, if you are not attracted of your possessions, and you have the understanding that nothing belongs to me, everything belongs to Krishna, he is just allowing me to use all this for my time here on this earth. And when I go, I can take nothing from here. I'm just using this Lakshmi to maintain my family nicely and serve him. So if you have that understanding and you don't have any attachment, then you are as good as a sannyasi, even if you are a grihastha. So real sannyas means detachment. There is a pastime of Srila Prabhupada about attachment. Once when the TOVP temple was being built, in the Lotus building there were no attached bathrooms. So the Western devotees complained to Srila Prabhupada, there are no attached bathrooms in the rooms. There should be bathrooms, there are common bathrooms. So it is very inconvenient. Prabhupada said that don't be attached to the bathrooms, be attached to Krishna. Next one, Kenapyaho Bhishana Chora Edre Drashta Shrutova na Jagat Trayepi. Drashta, I have not seen, Shruto, I have not heard. In Jagat Trayepi, in the three worlds, I have not seen or heard of a thief who is Bhishana, who is so terrible, who is so dangerous like this thief. In Gopi Geet section of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a shloka, very famous. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavipiritam kalmashagam shravanamangalam srimadattatam bhuri grinanti ye bhurida janam. That so the normal meaning, how we do Sandhi Vichhed, normal, how we separate the words Kathamritam, it's Katha plus Amritam. The Krishna, your Katha is like Amrit, nectar. But Radharani says, your Katha is Mritam, Katha, Mritam. So one who hears your Katha, he will be dead. There will be nothing left in him. So that's one meaning Radharani has. So materially he will be dead and he will have no attraction left apart from the attraction for you, because Krishna's name is Krishna, Sarvam Akarshati iti Krishna. So that's what Krishna will do. And when we say that Krishna does make you a kinchan, a bhikshu, a homeless person, it means that he will give you wealth, but he will take away the taste. You will not have any attachment for it. So that's what it means. He will give you a higher taste, and then there will be no lower taste left, and you will have no attachment. So that is the real sannyas. I think we will have to go really fast. We are only on the fourth words. Yadiya nama viharat yashesham. Haratya Shesham. So far, Devamanga Thakur is saying that Krishna steals your everything, but now he is saying that your name, Yadiya Naam Api, Haratya Shesham. Your name as well steals everything. So why is that? Because Krishna, the person Krishna and the name Krishna are non-different. When we were new in Krishna consciousness, as a sales pitch, we always heard this shloka. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatva Nama Namino. Abhinnatva, non-different, Nam and Nami. The person Krishna and the name Krishna are non-different. That's how his name can even steal everything. It can even steal Giri Prasaran Api Paparashi. Even if your sins are the size of a mountain, he can steal them. The example of it is Ajamil. You know, he even though he was a Brahman, he led a very impious life. He had done so many sins, but just because he uttered the name Narayan at his last moment, he even didn't intended to call Narayan Krishna. He intended to call his son Narayan. But just because he used that word Narayan, the Yamdutas couldn't take him, and Vishnudutas came and got him to Vishnu Loka. I think I will have to skip some points if I want to finish this today. So Krishna steals your sins even if they are the size of Giri, mountain. And Ashcharya Rupo Nanuchor Edre, that he, again, Devamanga Thakur is saying that I haven't seen a thief who is like this. Verse number 5. Dhanam cha manam cha dhatendriyani Palayase kritya drito dyasholam Chauragraganyam purusham namami. So again this verse says that Krishna steals dhanam Chamanam Chathatendriyani. He steals the wealth, the honor, and the indriya, the sense pleasure, the interest in sense pleasure. He steals everything. So the thing is, Krishna steals everything, but his devotees don't even want anything apart from him. Even if the world calls the devotee crazy, you know, Srila Prabhupada used to say that the world thinks we are crazy and we think the world is crazy, but the difference is that we are right and they are wrong. So that is bhakti. You know, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami defines bhakti as Anya Vilashita Shunyam, Gnana Karmadi Anavritam, Anukulya Krishnanushilana Bhakti Uttama. So, three things. Anya Vilashita Shunyam, there should be no other Abhilasha, no other desire. Gnana Karmadi Anavritam, there should be no coverings, avrita, you should be Anavrita. Gnana Karmadi, of the speculations of Jnana and Karma. And Anukulyena Krishnanu Shilanam, so that there should be nothing in your heart which is not favorable to bhakti. So if you are not Anya Vilashita Shunyam, if you still have some desires, Krishna will steal them. And if you have, what was the other thing? Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. So if you are not Anavritam, if you have coverings, then he will steal your clothes. And he will make sure that when you go to him, there is no unfavorable things left in your heart. Verse 6. Shinatsi ghoram yamapashavandham Vinatsi bhimam bhavapashavandham Shinatsi sarvasya samastavandham Naivatmano bhaktakritam tu bandham So Vivamangal Thakur says, Krishna, you can cut the terrible news of Yamaraj. And the example is Ajamil. And Bhinatsi Bhimam Bhavapasha Bandham. The example is Gajendra. Gajendra was standing in that pond for 1,000 years. And Krishna comes and he cuts the dreadful news of material existence. Chinatsi sarvasya samasta bandham. Krishna, you can cut all the bondages of material existence. But how is it that naivat mano bhakta kritam tu bandham? If when your devotee binds you, you can't cut it. The example is Yashoda Maya. There was a lot to say in this verse and the coming verses. But I think we will end here today. We will respect the Aarti and maybe some other time we will discuss the remaining verses. Is that right? No?
Yes.
Does anyone have any questions? So we rise for Aarti.
What was the verdict, Mataji, in the end? Who won? Who is the Krishna teacher?
Let's keep it for the next time. No. The verdict is that this verse 7. Manmanase tamas rashi gure kara grihe dukkamaye nibaddha. Devotee says that my heart is like the jail and it is very dark. Tamas rashi gure, it has a lot of field and the punishment of your choice, vachorya dosho, is that kara grihe dukkamaye nibaddha. In the miserable prison house of my heart, you have to live chiraya for millions of years. So for eternity you have to live here. And the next verse is similar. So the verdict is that the punishment is that the devotee steals Krishna's heart. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Govind ki jai.